Hey, Jovan here with your free college basketball two-team parlay for Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. Now, you know us at Pick Dawgz. We love giving up free picks, but if you want my best bets, the best that I'm putting in today, go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find my or one of our other world-class handicappers picks for today. Now, let's run down this two-team that I got for you on college basketball. Now, first, we're going to go to the SEC, where the Missouri Tigers are facing the Auburn Tigers, and we know this about this game. The Tigers are going to win. But in this one, you know, these two teams had different results on Saturday, their last game played. Now, Missouri went into Knoxville and, you know, got a victory, got an upset victory against Tennessee, 86-85, whereas Auburn, they had a lead most of the game that they played against Alabama, but couldn't hold on down the stretch, and Alabama just took over and ran away with the game in the late stages. They ended up winning by 7, but trust me, Auburn was up most of the game, but just couldn't withstand the pressure that Auburn gave to them in the late stage and ended up losing. But I think in this one, Auburn gets the job done. They bounce back. They get a well-needed victory against Missouri. So I'm going to take Auburn minus the points, and that's number one of my two-team parlay. Now, number two of my two-team parlay, we're going to go to the ACC, where NC State, they're facing Syracuse, the Syracuse Orange. And, you know, the one thing about Syracuse is that in February, they usually turn it on. You know, last few years, Jim Boeheim, you know, hasn't had his troops up to par for a full season. But once, you know, they start sniffing around March, you know, February rolls around, they usually, you know, go on a good run, make it to the you know, the play-in situation, or, you know, barely makes it into the tourney, and, you know, ends up going deep. That's what usually happens. It hasn't happened in the last couple of years, but, you know, they have a good history of doing that, and I think that in this one, they're going to get the job done, you know, against NC State. NC State, you know, 20-6 this season, real good season for these guys, but I just think in this one, you know, given the fact that Syracuse is desperate, I think that they get the job done and win this game right here. So give me the Syracuse Orange, and that's number two on my two-team parlay. Now, let's reiterate this one. Number one on my two-team parlay, we have Auburn, and number two of my two-team parlay, we have Syracuse. Book it, catch it, do what you got to do with it, but go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find my or one of our other world-class handicappers picks. Now, smash that like button. Let's get this money and hit the book where it hurts.